Hi and welcome to this video. My name's Danny, and in this video today we're going to learn how to play the song Holy Forever by Bethel Music. And this is a great song off of their currently latest album called Come Up Here. And so we're just going to get right into it in one moment, but before we do that, real quick, I just want to let you know that if you want to take your piano playing in worship to an amazing level, then check out the link that's in the description just below this video, where you can find my book, which is called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano, and that's exactly what it'll give you. But I'll talk more about that at the end, so you can just go ahead and check that out if you'd like. But let's just get right into the song, and we're going to start with the key. So this song is originally in the key of F. At least it's in the key of F on the Bethel album. So that's what we're going to do it in today. So let's just take a look at the key signature and the scale before we get into the song. The key of F has one flat, and that flat is B flat. So I'm going to go ahead and play through the scale and call out the note names and the interval numbers, and then I'll play through the scale just once slowly, hands together, so you can see that and just make sure that you have that down before you get into playing this song. But anyway, here we go. Here are the notes and the interval numbers. We have F is the 1, G is 2, A is 3, B flat is 4, C is 5, D is 6, E is 7, and we're back to F, which is the 1. Alright, there are the notes and the interval numbers. So let me just play through the scale for you slowly, just to make sure. If you don't know how to play the scale, then just take a look at my hands, rewind it as many times as you need to, just so that you can get the scale down. Otherwise, just go ahead and play it right along with me if you want. Here we go. So there's the F major scale. So if you're playing it in the key of F, then there you go. Make sure you practice that scale a lot before you get into just trying to play the chords and go through the song and stuff. It's super important to have your scale down for whatever key you're playing in. All right, now let's just jump right into the chords then. And there are 6 different chords in this song. And so we're just going to look at those, not in the order that they're played in, but just kind of from the ground up. So from the F chord, which is the 1, and then we'll just go up the scale as the chords go. All right, so here we go. Let's start with the F chord, the F major, which is the 1 chord in the key of F. So here we go, the F major chord. For the left hand, we're going to be down here, and this is middle C on my keyboard right here. So we're going to go 2 Fs below that with our pinky finger, and we're going to play this for the F major chord. F, C, F. And for the right hand, we're going to be above middle C on this F, and we're going to put our thumb here. On that F, we're going to play A with the middle finger and C with the pinky finger. So altogether, that looks and sounds like this. Okay, so there is our F major chord. Whenever you see F in the chord chart, you can just play that. All right, now let's just go one step up in the scale to the G minor chord, which is the 2 chord in the key of F. So here's our G minor chord. With the left hand, we're right here. We're going to play G, D, G. So those 3. And then with the right hand, we're going to play these 3 notes, F, G, and B flat. So all together for the G minor chord, that looks and sounds like this. All right, and then this is, I said there's 6 chords, and there's kind of only 6 chords, but this is an inversion chord, so it's a slash chord. So when you see an F slash A chord or F over A, here's what you can play for that. And this song is in the chorus, as I was playing at the beginning of the video. So here we go. Let's just go ahead and look at that F over A chord. So it's there's a couple different ways you can play it. Here's the first and the easiest one. So with the left hand, we're going to play this. A, F, A. Something like that. And then with the right hand, we're going to play F, A, C. So all together, that's going to be like this. There's also another nice variation of this chord you can do, and it's this is if you can stretch really far, or not really far, but pretty far with your left hand. So instead of doing an A on the top here with your thumb, you can play with the left hand A, F, C. That is a stretch, at least for me anyway. My hands are not the biggest hands ever, but I think that's a very nice sounding way to play this chord. So that sounds like this. So either one of those sound very nice. Okay, now let's go on to the B flat chord, which is the 4 chord. So whenever you see B flat in the chord chart, you can play this. We're going to come up here with the left hand, and we're going to play these 3 notes: B flat, F, B flat. Okay, and for the right hand, what we're going to play is F, B flat, C. So all together that looks and sounds like this. Now another thing that you can do on this chord is, for the right hand, you can switch a couple notes here. You can, instead of playing this B flat, you can play the A. So it's going to be those 3 notes instead. It's like an F major chord in the right hand. So that'll sound like this. So that's got a really beautiful sound, as you can hear. So you can switch off between those 2 things with the right hand if you'd like. I personally do that a lot. Okay, now let's look at the next chord then. C is going to be our next chord, and this is the 5 chord. So whenever you see a C in the chord charts, you can play this. C, G, C with the left hand. And for the right hand, we're going to move our position a little bit. And so we're going to bring our thumb down here to this E, and we're going to play this. E, G, C. So that sounds like this. Alright, and we have one more chord in this song, and this is going to be the D minor chord, which is the 6th chord. So when you see D minor, you can play this. With the left hand, we're going to move up here, and we're going to play D, A, D. And for the right hand, we're just going to play F, A, C. So just like that. And all together, that sounds like this. You can also put the G in this chord for the right hand. That sounds really nice. You can switch off between the G and the A, so you can play. You can also play all 4 of these at the same time with the right hand. That sounds nice. So those are some great things that you can do on that chord as well. All right, and there you go. Those are all the chords in this song, Holy Forever. So I really hope that helps you out a lot. There's so many things you can do, and I talk about that in the book as well. But that's a great start right there if you just want to play the chords. Now let me just go over some rhythm tips for you real quick. If you want any help with that, then just check this next part out. So for the rhythm, what I prefer doing is this. I have a formula that basically goes hands together, right hand, left hand. Now let me just break that down, and I'll show you on this F chord. So usually, pretty much almost the 100% of the time, when you see a chord, what you're going to want to do is play all the notes together. So that would normally be 6 notes that we're playing. So all of them at the same time. And then some right hand work. What whatever you want that to be. And then the left hand, again, before you leave the chord, but arpeggiated this time, which means you play the notes separately from the bottom up, like that. So, once again, that was all together, right hand, and then left hand. That's a great way to think about the rhythm almost every time that you're playing chords in a chord chart. How that goes is basically you play all the notes together, and then for the right hand, you can do so many things. You can play just the chord itself in rhythm. You can switch up some of the notes in the middle. You know, you can do whatever you want there, or you can like riff around and stuff. You know, whatever you want to do, there are infinite possibilities you can do with the right hand there. And then before you leave the chord, after you've done some of that right hand work, just play the notes again with the left hand from the bottom to the top separately. This is a great way to have a nice varied rhythm in your chords. So let me just kind of play through that a little bit and show you what that looks like. So that's going to be like... something like that. I hope you could see what I was doing there. For the most part, I'm doing all together, right hand, and then left hand. So let me just give you one more example of that. I'll just play through those chorus chords again slowly for you, and I'd encourage you to just look at that rhythm that I'm doing there with both hands working together. There you go. So that's just some of it. And I was actually breaking out of that rhythm a little bit because, you know, hey, it's good to switch things up. Don't just be a robot and play the same thing the whole time. But my ground rule pretty much is what I just told you. Hands together, right hand, left hand. All right, so there you go. That is how you play the song Holy Forever, along with some rhythm tips and some other good stuff in there. So I really hope this video helps you out greatly. Now, before we go, let me just tell you a little bit more about my book, which is called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano. And again, that's exactly what it'll give you: amazing sounding worship piano, where you can just play freely, just flowy, beautiful sounding stuff. You can accompany a full band, or you can just play with just a singer or yourself if you're singing. So here are some of the things that are in the book. Let me tell you about that. Basically, I've got 3 keys or tips or tricks, whatever you want to call them, to help your playing. The first one is all about the left hand. What sounds best to play, where you should play, where you should not play with the left hand. A great way to think about that. The second key is the right hand. And how to think about the right hand, where you should put it, and how that works together with the left hand as well. So how to make them really work together in harmony, the right hand and the left hand. And then the third key, which is definitely my favorite in this book, is all about having amazing sounding improv. So what I give you is a fail-proof, foolproof system for improv that you can use to just play really nice flowing piano that just sounds gorgeous. I've kind of played some stuff in this video just to show you what you can do. I'm actually using that system that I give you in the book. I am thinking about it almost the entire time as I'm playing piano in worship. It just sounds so great, and you literally cannot make a mistake if you use the system that I give you there for improv. I just love it. So I hope that if you check the book out, that if you end up getting it, that you're going to love it too. I'm sure that you will. I'm sure that it'll help you out so much, whether you're a beginner, an amateur, intermediate, or even an expert. I think that the tip on improv will help you out a lot. So, and if for some reason you're not satisfied with the book, there's also a 100% no questions asked money back guarantee. And so it's a safe purchase for you. All right, and that's that. So I really hope this video blesses you, helps you out in your playing. I hope you have an awesome time learning the song, playing it, and more importantly, worshiping Jesus. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.